Hello, what's going on, guys? My name is Jack and welcome to this brand new Let's Play of Rimworld. Now Rimworld is a game I played a long time ago. I played it a couple of years ago. I think it was like maybe alpha, I want to say 6 or 8 maybe. I mean now it's in alpha 16, so yeah, it's come quite a bit. I've probably forgotten a lot of it, but yeah, we're going to jump right in with a new game and see what I can remember. And just see how this game goes. So, I mean, straight away the menu's changed. I mean, press a new colony. These weren't here before. So, we'll just have a look. This is looking like the... Yeah, that's the standard one. You start with 3 people on this, I guess, like, remote planet. And you just try and survive. So, I'm looking at this. Yeah, so that's just a standard. You start with 3 people, you start with a bunch of materials, and yeah, let's go next. These are the different game modes you can play. That's not changed. So this is your standard one, Cassandra Classic. That is, how can I word it? That's just your standard story, I guess. Nothing different, nothing weird. This is your base building one. So that's going to be a lot easier on you. Maybe less attacks, not as many firefights. It's going to be a lot easier, a lot more chilled. It's in the name, really. And then the last one is Randy Random. I've not played that one, but I don't think I want to be honest. I wouldn't really want a random game. So I'm just going to go straight ahead with the Cassandra Classic on... Yeah, that sounds about average. We'll go with that. I don't want a too hard a game, but then I don't want a really easy game. Create world. Alright, so this is just seeds, you know, similar to other random map games like Minecraft or Terraria, something like that. So what I'm going to do is just randomize some seeds. It's weird how they're actual names, I've noticed as well. Not a bunch of letters and numbers. So we'll go with Elder. And this is a new feature in Alpha 16, I know that. It's a full 3D globe you can now control, and you can either have 30%, 50% or 100% of this globe, but it really doesn't matter, to be honest. It's a massive world, so you know 30 will be just fine. I'm just going to go with that. Standard weather's there, so we'll generate this and we shall see how it comes out. Alright, so this is our world. It's looking really good. So as you can see, it's only 30% covered, but that is more than enough of what we need. I'm not too sure how this is going to work. So obviously it's the same as before. It used to be just a flat square map. You chose where to land. So I'm going to choose somewhere nice and temperate, like, well, hopefully nowhere close to enemies and stuff like that. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I might go, if these are all friendly, I don't see a problem with settling, you know, maybe there. They are obviously hostile, so I'm going nowhere near them. I'm going to stay, yeah, this seems fine. So if I look down here, we've got, this gives you a bit more information about the area you're going to be playing in. If no one's played this before, it is basically your game area is going to be this little hex down here. That zooms right in, and that's going to be your game area. So that's what I'm saying about the amount of world. You really don't need the whole world covering, because it is just a little hex that you're playing. So I don't see any problems with starting there. Granite, limestone, sandstone. Yeah, I see no problems with that, so yeah, we'll leave everything as is. Just have your standard game. Hit next. Alright, so this is the important bit. This is where you select your 3 characters that you start with. You can't customize them completely your own way. The game likes it. Well, it says it's better to have a game where instead of choosing everyone to have great skills, it's good to also have some bad skills because it makes for a better story. And I've found that in my past games that I've played, I've honestly found that. it's better to have some bad skills because it does make it more interesting. So I can't remember what's quite important or not. I know you definitely want someone really good at shooting. So we've got Pinky, Molina, and Maverick. Yeah, so I'll try and randomise a good shooter to start with. You know, maybe something over 8. Oh, there we go. 8. But then these little fires as well. This is what the skill actually is, and then these little fires show the passion for learning that skill. So, if it's got nothing at all, they are going to learn it at a 33% rate. Then if we've got a little bit of passion, they learn it the standard rate, 100%, because they enjoy learning it. And then some people have... No one actually has any, but some people have double fire, which is, you know, they love learning that skill, so they're definitely going to enjoy leveling that skill up. I'm going to randomise it a bit more. Alright, so this is maybe a bit better. Oh no, he's 64. I'm not having someone that old. Because, you know, you might start your game and then he goes and dies. 82. That's not happening either. So really I'm just looking for a high shooting skill with a bit of passion for learning that skill. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Who have we got? Ryo Kramer. So you got the first name, last name, and then that's just the nickname that you always see. That's on their little avatars. But then you also have to check these side bits as well. These are really important because I remember a few games ago I did make someone who was incapable of working any labour. I think that's what... It could be what that is, but I'm not too sure. Basically means he won't do any work around the colony. And you don't want someone like that. I can't remember though, to be honest. I'm not going to risk it. I do want someone that can work around. Right, this is looking a bit better. Yep, so we'll have Trigger. It's a fitting name. He'll be our main soldier, I guess. Then we need someone... I tend to go for someone good at shooting, then a good doctor, and maybe a good cook, maybe. Something like that. Obviously it helps if they all have some combat experience, but... Yeah, we'll randomise this a couple of times, we'll see, and see if we can get that medicine skill up a bit. So same again, I'm looking for oh, hello. Now that's pretty good. Although, if a fire starts, he is unable to put it out, because he's scared of fire, I guess. And he's lazy. It's not too bad, though. I think that's pretty good, actually. So we've got Trigger, Yutaka. We'll keep that, I guess. Don't see any reason why not. And then, what was her cooking? Oh no, what is his cooking? All guys at the moment. Yeah, let's try and get someone 5 cooking, but he's got a burning passion for it. And he is good at shooting. I think I'm going to go with these, to be honest. 10 shooting is better than my soldier. No, I'm going to randomise him. Right, so same again, I'm looking for a good cooking skill, really. Oh, just missed one. Wow, some of these are really bad. This is not being nice to me. Right, what have we got? 59. But he's really good at cooking. Hearing loss. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. So we've got... I think I'm going to change his name to Chef. So we've got Trigger, Yutaka. You know what, same again. I'm going to, because he's good at medicine, I'm going to kind of give them role-specific names. So Trigger, Doc, Chef. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we're going to start that. Wait. I just want to check that no one has any... Yeah, so I'm looking over here in the health bit. One game I started, my main soldier had, I think it's cataracts in each eyes. I basically didn't realise it until late game, but he couldn't see anything. And I always wondered why he was so bad at shooting. I mean, his shooting skill was quite high, but he really couldn't see anything because he had both his eyes blurred, so I'll try not to let that happen again. So we're going to jump right into this. It's going to generate this map for us. Hopefully it's a good one. And yeah, we'll see how our guys do. Alright, so it gives you a little backstory. The three of you awaken your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Okay. So here we are in our drop pods. And straight away I'm going to pause it and just assess what's around us. Not too much. I will say that. There's not a lot. I kind of like to build a base around like set locations, so maybe I could build something in here. Because it's a lot easier than just building a big building right out in the open where anyone can get to you. So, what's that? Jade. So that's new. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, down here could be good. Although, if we see something like this, I think there's some enemies hidden away in there. So if you're just mining away and you accidentally break one of these walls, they could come and get you out of there. So I'm going to stay away from that. A ship chunk. It's not looking too bad though. I think I can make this work. I'm not sure what's over there, if there's anything in that, but yeah, I'm gonna try and build something around this. So straight away, I'm going to remember who has the best skills. So Trigger is the best shooter. You start off with 3 weapons, by the way. You get this survival rifle, a small pistol, and a knife. So Trigger gets the rifle because he's best shooter. I forget who's next best at shooting. Alright, Doc. He can have the pistol. And then Chef. Okay, he's not actually got any melee skill, but it's better than nothing, so I'm going to give him that knife. Oh. He's not violent. Oh, I didn't read this. So, our Chef can't do dumb labour. He's not a violent person. And he's incapable of cleaning. He doesn't sound very good. And he can't even equip this knife. Absolutely brilliant. Well, anyway, we'll keep that knife stashed away. So, all this stuff you start off with, we've got some packaged survival meals that'll keep us going for the time being. Medicine, all your stuff like that. You've got stone, silver, some steel. So what I'm going to do is click on it all. If you double click, it selects it all. And I'm going to unforbid it. Basically, with the red cross, it means no one's allowed to pick it up. So I'm going to change that. Allow them to pick it up. Same with stuff up here. Allow it all to be moved. Oh, I've got a dog as well. A female Labrador called Holly. That's new in this. I'm not sure what alpha they released animals in, but there were no animals when I was playing. No pets, anyway. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to unpause it. Let everyone get the weapons. There we go, they've got them. And I'm going to start... unforbid these as well. Yep, so if you zoom out on your screen and double click, it selects everything on your screen, so... I'm just going to choose these at the moment. Unforbid them. It's been a long time since I've played this. I'm going to have to remember exactly what to do first. Well, first things first, I'll build some beds. I'll build a little housing. Oh no, with no wood. So I mean, I forget what the first things to do are. We'll cut some trees. Like that. And I think we'll get a growing zone going. So this way we can grow plants. We'll do a 6x8. That should be enough. And if I click on it, I can choose which plant to grow. So I think I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to stick with potato plant because it's pretty standard stuff. You can make a lot with that. Compacted machinery. That's also new. I mean, a lot of this stuff's going to be new to me. It's been ages since I've played this game. But I think I am going to lay out the buildings for when they do have the materials. I will start with some rooms. I forget how to do it. Basically, you don't want to put everyone's beds in the same room because it gives them a negative mood modifier. If you give them all a separate room, it makes them a lot happier. So they also don't like to be cramped, so you have to make the room a certain size. This is probably too big. I think it's 6x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, yeah, that looks about right. I think I'm going to stay with that. If I make each colonist room this size, that should be okay for them. So I'll put some doors in. Furniture. Another thing, there's so much more. All this is, they've completely redone the interface. Done a really good job on it, actually. I do like it. So I'm going to throw some beds in here straight away, and I'm going to put some torch lamps to light up the room. You know what, I think they're actually a bit too big. If I just cancel this layer and do it here instead. There we go. I'm going to unpause that. Oh, I also need to zone a stockpile zone. This is where anything they gather, you can set a zone for them to put it in. So for now, I'm just going to leave a little zone here. And anything they gather, they'll haul it straight into this zone, so it makes it look a lot nicer. So I'm going to speed this up a bit. Yeah, so as you can see, Doc is he's moving these steel bits into the area. And you can choose what goes in each area as well. So this is stockpile zone 1. If I go in here, there's a whole bunch of options I can choose to change what goes in this area. So they've started construction of that building, that's good. Right, so they're okay for food, they're okay for medicine. I'll just wait for them to build this. I think the animal also needs a sleeping spot these days. I forget where it's hiding though. I could have sworn there was a pet sleeping zone. I could be wrong though. Because I did quickly go through the tutorial before I started recording this. I'm not too sure. I'll figure it out. Right, so they're cutting all these trees and getting some wood, which they're going to put into this pile over here. Chef is, excuse me, he's planting these, which will be used for food. That's another thing, I need to get a kitchen / walk-in freezer going as soon as possible. Yep, so everything that these people do, you can change the priority in which they do them first. It's pretty complicated, to be honest. First thing you look at in this menu, so say for Trigger over here, everything that's ticked he will do. So he'll clean, he'll haul, but he won't mine, he won't cook, he won't do any of them. But if you want to be a bit more specific, you can click this and change each value to which one he'll do first, for example. So if you want him to cook first and then hunt, obviously you just put 1, 2. It does it in which order you put it in, so it can get a little confusing once you've got loads of colonists and all these numbers, but I think for now I'm just going to keep it on this simple mode until I get the grasp of the game again. So we need beds. They are building them very slowly, but they're getting there. I'm also going to add some floors in as well. Some nice wood floors. It is coming back to me, I will admit. Such a good game though. Rimworld's a brilliant game. So mainly, yeah, they're just chopping wood. Am I missing someone? What are you doing over there? All these animals are new as well. When I used to play, it was basically only Muffalo. And I'm not seeing any Muffalo actually. What's that? A Mega Sloth. See, there's so much more when I used to play. I'm really enjoying this actually. I can tell already. I mean, I could die in the second episode, but hey ho, I'll try again. I do need somewhere for this dog to sleep though. I'm very sure of that. Oh, it was right there, animal sleeping spot. So I'm gonna, we'll put it there for now. Whoever gets this bed gets the company of the dog as well. Oh, so there we go. That's why it's not building as fast. If only one person is set to construction at the moment, and that's Chef. So, as well as plant growing, he's doing all the construction as well. So I'm gonna make sure they do some construction as well. And there we go. People start to help. Yep, so he's getting all the wood for it. He's putting it there, ready for construction. I think he's just putting a roof on stuff. Yeah, there we go. It's going nice and fast now. It is becoming night though, so I do want to get these beds set up quite fast. So what I'm going to do is set construction to priority 1, and hopefully... Yeah, so they just need wood for it. There we go. It's getting night time though. Please get that bed set up. This is not a great first night. Oh, come on, you can't leave one bed not built. That's not fair on Trigger. You can't have him sleeping outside. Oh, that's no good. At least sleep inside. His room's pretty much complete. This is going to affect his mood, I can tell. There we go. He slept outside, -4. He slept on the ground, -4. Slept in the cold, -4. That is not affecting his mood at all. But this morning now, hopefully he'll wake up once his rest is all the way at the top. No? What are you doing? Cloud watching. Okay. Well, I need you not to be idle. Is wood cut on here? I forget which one. I think it might be under plank cut. We'll get that on there because I do really need this wood cutting now. Oh, there's some wood here. There's a lot of wood there that I've missed. Wow, my bad. There we go. If only I found that wood sooner, he wouldn't have to sleep outside. Nice and fast. One little wall left to do. Anyone? There we go. And that is our bedrooms up and running. So I'd say next thing we need some power. So you get quite a few options with the electricity. So I like to go with solar generators. I'll just have them... I'll have them just in the back. I'll put a couple down for now. And I'm going to build a little electricity room. Maybe... there was a layout I like to do it. The terrain here cannot support this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna build it... Alright, I'll just build it here instead. I'll connect it to this this wall here. I think that's steel. Yeah, that's steel I can mine, so eventually I'm going to end up mining through this wall, but for now, it's going to be okay, I think. I have done it wrong. If I do it like that, get rid of that, and them. There we go, that's a bit better. I'll put some doors here. And what I want to do is basically any power from these solar generators will be either transferred directly to anything that needs it, or you can send it straight to a battery which will store it for later. So obviously solar won't work at night, so if you've got a load of power stored away in these batteries, then you're going to get power at night, which is a very good idea. So once these are built, I'll speed it up a bit. We've got enough steel. You can see all your resources up here at the top left. It's very useful. So there's building that. There we go. And I'm going to get everything electricity-wise needs to be connected with these power conduits. So I'm just going to, once that one's built, I'll connect it straight to the electricity room, like that. Basically my idea is having batteries going along this side and that side, and the power going right through the middle. So I'll just leave them to that. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to get rid of that now. I'll put the wall there instead. And like I say, because the reason they're all doing random jobs now, it's because... Oh no, it is on manual priority. Yeah, most things are on 3, so they will do the jobs that have numbers, but they won't do them in any specific order. That's what the different numbers are for. But I'm not messing around with that just yet. It takes a while to mine. It does depend on the mining skill. Oh, it's becoming night again. Are we low on food yet? Okay, we're actually not. We've got enough meals to survive a few days. Come on, mine through that. Where are you taking that? Another thing I'm going to zone is a dumping stockpile. And that's looking like a decent area. In fact, no. Any junk? What is that? Alright, no. Yeah, any junk, I'm just going to store it in there for now. So, are they going to bed anytime soon? What is that? A hare. Alright, lovely. So everyone's in bed this night, which is a lot better. So I think for the next day, I'm going to build a kitchen and a walk-in freezer. Because that's built now, although I am going to put some floor in there. We will have... We'll just have wood. Although I'm going to need a lot more wood. Let's chop down... We'll chop down some more trees. Are they set for cutting down? You've also got a work schedule as well. I don't really mess around in this too much, but basically between the hours 10 and 6 they'll be sleeping, and this grey one means they'll be doing anything. But you can set it to work hours, joy hours, so time off. What's it telling us here? So, pirate raids should start soon. You should prepare turrets, traps, sandbags, any of that good stuff. Alright, so... I hope no one attacks us yet. We're quite in the open. I'm going to zone this home area. Okay, it's already zoned home. No, I'm going to go ahead with this kitchen, I think. Because we definitely need some stable food going. So... we will lay it out... Just trying to think. Gonna need a lot of wood for this, by the way. I think I'll connect it to this building. Maybe. I'll make it a oh no, what am I doing? Can't have it there. No, for now I'm going to throw it over here. So we will have 3, 3, and then the walls there. So this will be our dining room, social area, that kind of thing. There we go. We'll build a door there. And what I'm going to have next is the chiller. So this is where we would keep your chilled meals to stop them going rotten. Because basically everything in this zone now, because it's outside, it's basically spoiling. So deteriorating due to being unroofed, this meal over here. So if you keep it in a refrigerated room, it's not going to deteriorate. Or I think it's going to do it very slowly. If it's frozen, that's definitely not going to deteriorate. So that's what I'm going to do here last. Nice and big to keep everything that we store. So to get to it, you have to walk through the dining room, through the chiller, and then you've got your walk-in freezer at the back. So I'll wait for them to build that. If they do, I know we're going to need a lot of wood for it. So I'll zone some trees to be cut as well. Just like that. All the ones in the way as well. All these rocks I've zoned over, they should move them out of the way. Or if I press haul things, everything that's selected here will be moved to the zoning area. Or the dumping stockpile, whichever one I zoned. There we go, so anything useless should be thrown in there. What I want to do is, in temperature, I want to get a cooler. I'm going to put, you can swap them around, as you can see, one side's hot air and one side is cold air. So for the refrigerator, I'm going to have one there, and because the freezer needs a bit more, I'm going to put 2. One there and one there. So we'll just wait for this to be built. Eventually. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's cutting down trees in the way. Okay, we've got some visitors. A group from I am not pronouncing that league are visiting the colony. Alright, so I can either befriend these and I can trade with them in the future, or I could take them hostage. If I had some prisoner rooms, some jail cells, I could throw them in there, but that would anger the colony that they came from, and I really don't want that, so I'm just going to leave them as is. I'm not really going to do anything right now. I'm not really in any position to do anything drastic. I'm just going to get these out of the way as well. Bit of an eyesore. Oh yep, so because it's an electricity thing, I need to connect that to some power. So I'm going to do that right now. They can go through walls, these conduits, which is really cool. So I'm going to drag that along there and to there. Tater and Freckles. They've both got weapons. I hope they don't do anything stupid. So starting off, there is always a lot of work to do. That's why nothing's really getting done too fast, because they're trying to do everything at once. But, low food. That's not good. So we've probably got about 1 day more to get a good food supply going, really. So we'll try and get through this night. Did I zone that door to be made? No? Alright, come on, we need this, Oh, what have we got here? We should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? Oh, I do not know. Tell you what, we'll do it, we'll call them the Boons. And since you'll be here for a while, Trigger thinks that you should give the community a name. What should this local community be called? I've got one. Boontown. There we go. Your faction is now known as the Boons, and this community is known as Boontown. Brilliant. So they're putting a roof over that. The way you can see roofs, by the way, is... I think it's this one. There you go. So anything in green is technically roofed. It's got something over it. So the rain won't affect it. It's basically indoors. I need to finish this fast, though. I'm going to get a stove going. A fuel stove, electric stove. I think I'll get a fuel stove. Right there. I'm going to get a table for everyone to eat at. I'll put that there with some chairs. Can rotate them. So we'll just fill that up for now. Oh, they really need to hurry this up though. 2 meals left. Mad animal. Alright, so this can happen from time to time. We've got a crazy animal. In this case, a squirrel that's about to attack us. You know what, I'm going to keep everyone inside. I have seen these animals before, they can be brutal. If I take everyone out now, they should start firing at it. There we go. That wasn't too hard. So I think we can actually eat that squirrel. Take them out of draft mode. I need to zone some areas, so I'm going to zone this area as the chiller and that area as the freezer. So if I click on this zone, hit storage, I'm going to clear everything and make it critical. Like, this zone needs to have the stuff indicated in. It's very important. So I'm going to put this one in meals. So any type of meal is kept in the refrigerator. And with the freezer, clear it, critical. Any raw food, that's what we want in there. So that'll keep it from deteriorating because it's frozen. Are they hooked up? No. Well, I'm hoping they'll finish this whole area in time for this episode. So I don't want to let these episodes drag on for too long. I'll keep them nice and short, hopefully. Oh, I just really need them to finish this because we're out of food now. It might have been a stupid idea put it in with the all these rocks in the way. Oh, I'll cancel you. I really need that stove to be built. You know what? I think I'm going to end this episode here. Hopefully in the morning I'll start recording again, and then we'll see how they get on building this. But this has been an interesting start to my first Rimworld Let's Play. Not as fast as I would have hoped. I would have hoped they had more built by now, but it's looking kind of promising. I'm still getting used to the game again in general. But yeah, I'm going to put a cut in here. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.